All right, let's go ahead and get into this NCAA 12 UConn recruiting class. We're going to try to recruit some guys for our team. Now, if you've been watching the live stream, I started this dynasty with this team the other day ago, and I want to start making this somewhat of a series. So I'm going to be going live, doing some videos of this type of stuff, and hopefully you guys check it out. So if this is your first time here, welcome. I appreciate you guys. Football season is coming in, and we're going to be playing some football here. And I wanted to use this game to play as well as Madden 12 so we could watch these recruits come from high school and go all the way to the pros in Madden 12. So I think it's going to be pretty cool. So, but it all starts here. We're going to start recruiting, and we're going to try to win some games, win some bowl games, possibly get hired to another program, depends on how well we do here. And this UConn team is actually pretty good. So it's going to be really interesting to see who we can pick up here. One thing I do have that I bought a while back that is not in NCAA 12 is this right here, is the Recruit Advisor. Now, I bought this DLC a long time ago, and I think this is a really cool DLC. It actually tells you, or it advises you who to recruit, people who are out there that may be out there available, and it's a really cool tool for this game. And I'm really glad that I purchased this a while back. So back in the day when I did play this game, I used it a lot. So we're going to talk to the advisor first, just see who's out there, what do they think. And these are the three guys that they said that we should look into: Tommy Herring, Lamar Allen, and what's his name, Corey Sawyer. He said a few parents have contacted and told me that what was important to their kid. Check out the pitches that have been unlocked for the following recruits. So I like to look at stuff like this and see what was unlocked. It looked like not much has been unlocked here. But anyway, let's look at Allen. Nothing's been unlocked here as well. But so as of right now, it's not working. I guess you got to wait for 1 week or whatever. But right now, I don't see anything. But I think it's a pretty cool, thing to have right here. And it's also nice that Mr. Herring actually wants to come to this school. I don't know if I actually have him on my radar already, but I mean, it's 20 points behind Georgia Tech, so I kind of got a chance. But let's go and look at what we have here on a recruit board, see what we can look for. We do need a running back, and the number one guy on our list is Kellen Hempfield. He's a speed guy out of Evans, Georgia. We possibly could get him over Georgia. We got 100-point lead on Georgia right now, which is really cool. 3-star guy. Let's look at some things with him as far as his ratings. You got speed, acceleration, pretty decent, okay elusiveness, really good agility. So he's going to be a pretty good offensive weapon if we do pick him up. Everything else is like so-so. So I don't know. He can't break tackles, whatever the case may be. But I guess he's a guy that he's basically going to have to run away from everybody. But at 6'2", 202, he got some size to him as well. So maybe we can build him into something. So right now, that's the guy, the top guy on the list, just to show. So we're going to go through this by position. And this is a guy that people on the live stream said I need to go after. He's a scrambling quarterback. He's down on the list, or we're down on the list. Penn State, that's the school he wants to go to. I like his throwing power and his speed. So we're going to try to talk to him and see what we can get out of him. So one thing I like about this recruiting mechanism here is you actually get the chance to talk to them. And for him, I'm going to spend, I'll say, a modest 40 minutes. We're going to talk 4 topics, and let's see what we can find here. All right, so the first topic is coach loyalty. We got to find out, what he likes as far as coach loyalty. I don't like to make a pitch unless if I know, especially what our school rating is a C. So I don't like to make a pitch. So what I usually do with these situations, I will basically ask what he thinks about it. So I'll kind of know if I should continue to talk about it or whatever the case may be. And so we're just going to go there and see. So it's low on the totem pole for him, so that's good. So we don't have to go that route. So that's something that we may not need to go back to. So let's see. So let's see what's the next one he wants. We're going to talk about is Coach Prestige. It's another one. So you got to understand that Connecticut, UConn is not a powerhouse when it comes to football. It's a pretty solid roster on that I have, but it's not the team that you will want to think you can get all the recruits. So it's going to be a little tough. So Coach Prestige, my coach, is a C+. This is the type of stuff, like I said, I like to see where their mind is at when I first talked to him. So let's ask him again. Very high. So he wants a guy that's been around for a while. So C+, very high, not very compatible, but maybe we could work with him if other teams don't try to use this pitch as well. So we'll see how that goes. Choosing topic. This one is television exposure. Also C+, not really certain about that. So once again, we'll ask what he thinks. So that's high. He wants to be on TV. So that's another thing. So we kind of like a little bit of incompatible here, but we're going to keep working to see. So campus lifestyle is a C. I'm asking what he thinks there. So it's very low. So he doesn't care about that. So all in all, I think we made some progress. 135 plus on the interest. It's going to be interesting what other schools do. But we kind of got an idea of what we're going to be working with if we continue to go after him. But we just don't know how it's going to happen. Now, let's go to the running backs. Now, Heron is a guy that we just talked about. He's one of the kids that the advisor said go after. Maybe because of the fact that advisor did put him in his list to go after. I think we get more bonus points. But we got to go after this guy. Hempfield, I think he's going to be a guy that could be really good for us. So for him, I really want to let it know that we really want to go after him. So I'm going to probably go, I'll go 60 minutes on him just to see. So this is my choice. So I get to choose what I want to talk about. One thing we do have available is early playing time. So I'm definitely going to go with the early playing time. I want to talk about this. And I want to make a pitch for this. I really want to make a pitch for it, but I don't know. Because maybe I'll make a pitch and he denies that he doesn't like the pitch and the pitch might not be good enough. And even though we got good early, a chance for him to play early, he may not want to do that. That could be throw a wrench and everything. I could compare it to Georgia as well because they got C on their playing time. But the thing about this is you got to find out how important it is to him before you start comparing. Because if it's very important to him and you compare it, it'll be boost up. It could boost our chances to pull away from Georgia as them being the number 2 team. So let's see. Think what he thinks about early playing time. I always like to do this. It's one of the things I like to do. But this go round, I'm going to make a pitch and see what he says. Okay, so 73. So the pitch did work. 73 plus 18 points. So that did help. So we can go back to that a little bit later and see how we like it. And coach loyalty, also that's a C. So we asked what he thinks about it. It's low on the totem pole. So that helps as well. So we don't have to go back there and we don't have to sell him on something that's not that important. Choosing topic on this one, program tradition. What does he think about it? I want to know what he thinks about it because this is going to help. Because if you look at this, Georgia has a really good program tradition. So if it's high, based on what he thinks, Georgia may have the edge on us. So there's something to think about as well. See, it's very low. So that works out in our favor. So it's not that important to him. So Georgia can't use that against us. What's next? Championship contender. In the Big East, we don't have the biggest championship contender. We're not that big on as being a contender, but we have to win games. The more games we win, our school rating will go up on that end. So I want to see what he thinks about this as well. It's very high, so he wants to raise a national championship trophy. So that right there, Georgia, that could work in Georgia's favor. So that's something that we need to think about. We're probably not gonna be winning any national championships anytime soon here, but you never know because the BCS is the BCS because we still have that in this game. Okay, so this one is program stability. Let's see what he thinks about this because yet again, Georgia does have a better chance with their stability, and it's not that important to them, so that helps. So last but not least, I could talk about academic prestige because we do have academics. This is where it gets tricky because this is what I would want to do. At this point, I want to offer him a scholarship, let him know that we are interested in him. But then again, I want to see what his academics is well. But I think I'm just going to go for the gusto and probably go and offer him a scholarship. Sometimes later on in the week, or not this week, but down in the season, I'm going to start making promises to him because that will help us try to get some sort of leverage if we can make a promise to him. But I'm going to offer a scholarship to see what he says. So his heart is saying yes, brain saying no, gonna have more time to decide. So I think we did pretty good here. 345 points overall. I think we did good. So that's pretty cool. So let's see. John Bell from Florida. We're number 4. What is his prospect like? Because I may skip out on him. I do like what he brings to the table though. He has speed. He has agility. He has a good stiff arm. Whoa, he has a good stiff arm, spin move, juke move. Matter of fact, he's actually better than Hempfield, to be honest. If you look at all these D's and C's over here, and you look at John Bell, he got some. He might be a more of a balanced, or he is a balanced running back. So that just shows that he is. I don't know if I'm gonna go after him, because you also got to think of like who else is chasing him. You got Florida, Miami, and Nebraska, and he's out of Florida, right? I think he's out of Florida. That's gonna be a tough sell to pull him from there. So I may just back off on him because I don't want to waste too much time. Now this guy, he's interested. I think we can get an edge over Georgia Tech. I think we can. So I'm gonna go after him and just see what we have here. But with him, I'm not gonna talk to him directly. I'm just gonna do a quick call, 30 minutes, quick call. When you do a quick call, you could just it randomly pick some things that you may know. You know, program tradition, program lifestyle, fan base. Now, one thing I could have done, I could have talked to him more. I probably would have got more out of him because the recruiting advisor said so. But I want to move on to other things. So I just took a risk there. We'll just see how that goes. Fullback. I do need a fullback. I think this is one of the team needs that I need. Let me look. Yeah, we do need a fullback. So I'm going to talk to him and see if I can pull him from NC State. I'm just going to do 30 minutes. And let's see what we have here. Athletic facilities. We have good athletic facilities. NC State has better facilities. So we're going to go here. That is very important to him. So NC State got something that's slightly over us. Maybe we could find something else that we can get around NC State with. Television exposure. NC State does have better television exposure. So that's not very important to him as well. So fan base, I'm pretty sure they got a better fan base than us. Slightly, not too bad. So what I want to do, I'm just going to ask what he thinks about that as well. That's not very high on that either. Wide receivers, I want this guy right here so bad. This guy right here is somebody that I want to pick up. 6'6", 175 out of Groventon, Virginia. He wants to go to Virginia Tech as well, and we're like neck and neck. Look, they're only 1 point behind us. So this is a guy I may need to get more aggressive with, because I think even with the running back situation, I think we'll be fine. But receivers is a big part of what I want to do here. I want some guys that are big body guys who can catch the ball, and a 6'6" receiver is not easy to come by. So I'm going to not go all in and go do a bunch of topics, but I'm going to do 40 minutes, and I'm going to be very aggressive with him. I'm going to try to get as aggressive as possible. Coach loyalty. There's no loyalty on either side when it comes to them at Virginia Tech. So I'm going to just ask what he thinks. It's very low, something that he's not really thinking about. Let's see. Conference prestige. Let's see. I want to make a pitch for this and see what he thinks. And let's see. Okay, so he likes that. He likes the pitch that I gave him. Now with Coach Prestige, I'm not going to talk about this too much, because this right here, I don't want to really get into too much. So what I want to do already, because I want him on the team, I want to make a promise to him. You got all of these promises. You can't do more. You can have up to 3 promises. Keeping your promise will boost your integrity. So I only can do these 5 right here. Get good national exposure on down is not ones I can do right now. So with his size and the receivers that we have, I can guarantee him that he will get solid playing time on the first year. And he said that that's what he wants to do. So we got 2 more that we can do throughout the season. So we'll do that. Come on in, son. And we'll see. Hold on, I think turn it. There you go. So that's what we're going to go up with this. So let's go. All right, what's next? We're going to do program stability. I can go in and make another promise. And I'm looking at him the way I'm looking at right here. You got program stability on lock. So what I'm just going, like I said, I'm going to be real aggressive with him. So I'm going to make another promise. And right here, I'm going to not necessarily say that we'll guarantee a conference championship. You don't have to guarantee a conference championship, so I'm not going to do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say no red shirt first year on campus. So that's what we're going to do that as well. So letting him know that he's going to be able to play, and that's what we're going to do. So just being that that actual aggressive with him. We got 222 points. Hopefully that pulled away from that 1 point that we were ahead. We just don't know because Virginia Tech's going to talk to him too as well. I already know that. I probably should have offered him a scholarship as well. All right, let's see. John Wood, another tight end, 6'6", out of Maryland. I'm probably going to offer him a scholarship right now. Matter of fact, let me look at this real quick. What do my team needs as far as tight end? I think I got like 3 juniors at tight end. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is right here, I'm going to offer him a scholarship already. Another 30 minutes. I want to talk to him. And pro potential C+. Compare that against Navy is a D. So if we get a pretty good reaction out of him based on what he thinks, we probably will be able to use that against Navy. So let's see what he thinks. Very low. He doesn't think too highly of it. That's fine. Not too worried about that. Program tradition. Let's see what he thinks about that. That's also low. And I'm going to just offer him a scholarship right here. Just going to offer him a scholarship, and hopefully that works out. So 119, y'all see that, baby? 119 ain't not much, but hey, just let him know that we want to get him. See how that goes. 6 hours left. We're going to keep moving. 6'6" tackle out of Florida. We also have a 6'5" out of Augusta, Georgia, South Augusta, Georgia. I'm not going to go after any of these except for Nicholas London. I'm going after him. Another 30 minutes. I'm going to go here. And let's see, campus lifestyle. Let's see what he thinks. One of the main things you can do is just see what they think, so you will know exactly how to approach them the next time you talk to them. Conference prestige, how important it is to him. That's very low. Let's see, academic prestige. Oh, why not? I'm just gonna see. Well, hold on. Let me see more info. I want to see what his team's Connecticut, Clemson. So that's the school that he wants to go to. We're the top school. I'm going to offer him a scholarship. Whoa, look at that. Whoa, look at that. I got an insta commit. Look at that. 5,000 gain. I got him on the team. That is pretty dope. I didn't think I was going to get an instant commit. Hey, he's a 2-star prospect, but at 6'6", 285 at a tackle, hey, that works. I didn't think I was going to get that, but he committed. That sounds great in my book. Pretty awesome. So we get our first commit. London, we get him as a commit. That's pretty dope. And let's see. I don't even want to go through the rest of them right now. Travis Hall. It's another guy. I'm just gonna go for the gusto. I feel a little confident right now. Hey, we already got one guy. I'm going straight for him and get the scholarship. Let's see. No, I didn't get him that time. Maybe I should have talked to him first and try to ease him in or whatever, you know. But conference prestige, all right, above average. Proximity to home, that's better than Florida State. What he thinks about that is low as well. So, man, I wish I can get some of these guys to be high on some of this stuff. But hey, got my first commit. I'm still not mad at that. All right, let's see. Centers. I don't think I need one. If I don't need one, I'm gonna pass by this. Oh, I do. I need 2 of them. Jesus Christ, I didn't know it was that bad. So I need 2 of them, and none of these guys look like they're gonna be easy to grab. Let's see. He's from Vermont. He's a 1-star too. Oh my goodness. This might be one of the tougher ones. Victor Johnson. I'm gonna try Victor Johnson. Let me get him for 30 minutes. Let's see how that goes. I'm not going to offer him a scholarship. Yeah, I just want to see where his mind is. Low on that. Early playing time is an A+. So I want to make a pitch for early playing time off the rip. So he'll start thinking about it. Something that he may want to. So at a 90, so that worked out very well to make that pitch for him to get early playing time. And also, since I do need a center, I want to make a promise to him. Hopefully he can come over to the team. And one of the easiest ones I could do is no red shirt. I don't have to red shirt him. And that should be pretty good, even though I'm like in third place right now. So that should be cool. So I do need 2. So with the second one, what I want to do is I'm just going to he that's out of New Jersey. He's probably not going to come here. I'm going to go for the 1-star. I'm just going to go for the 1-star. What I'm going to do a quick call on him, 30 minutes, and I got what I got there. So I wasn't going to be as aggressive to go with him, but let's see what's next. Defensive end. Wow, this is a pretty good defensive end that's trying to come here. Out of Connecticut, so location could work. So I'm gonna be a little aggressive with him. I'm gonna do 50 minutes on him because I do need one. I think I do need one of him as well. But anyway, athletic facilities. What does he think about this? Very low. Nothing that he really wants to think about. Let's see, academic prestige. What does he think about that? So he wants to get an education, so that helps. He wants to get an education, so we'd probably be able to use that to help us recruit him. So this one is proximity to home. It's right here in the state, so that helps big time. And let's see what he thinks about that. He doesn't care if he's close to home or not, which, I wish it was a little bit better. That would have helped. But coach prestige, let's see. I'm gonna change the topic on this one. See what else he wants to talk about. This one, program tradition. It was even worse. So I'll just go see what he thinks about that. 16. And I'm going to just offer him a scholarship. Just go ahead and offer him a scholarship. See what he says. So his dog doesn't think he should sign yet. Give him more time, which is cool. I do like the fact that I made pretty good progress with him. 341 points. That is actually pretty solid. So we're good with that. I see. Workman. I'm going to pass on Workman. I'm not going to go after him. Let's see, defensive tackle. I know I need one of them, so I'm going to go after him. 30 minutes, and let's see how this goes as well. Championship contender. We got a lot of guys that wanting to go to Navy as well. I'm just going to see if I'm just going to offer him scholarship and see what he says. Yep, it didn't work. I thought I'm going to get an instant commit, but that's fine. What do you think about the fan base? He likes the fan base. Well, he likes fans, so we got a pretty good fan base, so that helps in our recruiting as well. Program stability, we're going to see what he thinks about that as well. And that's pretty high, so that's going to be not much of a challenge. C+ is okay, but when you look at a team like West Virginia, that may be something to really think about as well. But 205 is not bad. I'm going to skip on the other guys right now. I want to see what else we can get. We only got 2 hours left, so we don't have any outside linebackers we're going after. Middle linebacker, Justin Williams and John Boyd. I'm going to go after Justin Williams. Give me about 30 minutes on him just to see where his mind at. Let's see. Television exposure. Yeah, I'm going to be done in a little bit, big man. Let's see. Unknown C+. Let's see what he thinks. He wants to be on TV, so that helps. He wants to be on TV. That does help because I think we're a little bit better than Marshall on that end. A program tradition. I think that is underrated. I think Marshall's program is a little bit better than what they got on here, but it is what it is. Let's see, but he doesn't care in either way. Program tradition. I do need this middle linebacker. This is another person that another position that really helps the program. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make him a promise as well and see what he thinks. One of the best ones I can do is no red shirt. That's an easy one. That's one I can control for the most part. So no red shirt. So that gives him a pretty good boost. And overall 131, not bad for Justin Williams. Boyd, I'm going to skip on Boyd right now. Cornerbacks. I think I do need some cornerbacks. Let me see. Let me look. I know I need a strong safety. I do know that. I need a kicker as well. So something to think about. So we'll look on defense. We don't really need anybody else on defense except for a strong safety. So that helps. So I'm not really worrying about these guys right now. I'll just deal with what I got for the most part. Let's see, free safety, Aaron Robertson. It may not be worth going after any of these guys. One's out of Pitt, one's out of Washington, D.C., and one wants to go to Virginia, which is right by the school, and the other one is in the same state, so that may not be viable to go after right now. But I do want to go after this guy. Even though he's a junior, I do need the depth. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go 50 minutes because I do have the time to go after him. And this is one of the guys that I had that was an advisor, told me to go after him. So I think I get some extra points as well for going after him. So let's see what he thinks. The good bonus on the pipeline. Okay. All right, let's see. Athletic facilities. What did he think about this? 21 is very low, so he's not really thinking about the athletic facilities too much. Campus lifestyle. This is one thing I said. Since we unlocked some things we already know, I didn't have to ask to see what he thinks. It's low, and I can sway his position since I know what it is. So I'm not going to sway it. Let that stay low for the most part. If I would like to, I could either change the topic or just don't think about the topic at all and just make him a promise. He's already a junior. He's a junior that's at a junior college. So I can easily just say, hey, look, bro, you're not going to get redshirted when you come here. And that's 77 points that we just gained. This one is conference prestige. We have a better conference than Navy. I think they're independent. So we could compare the two. It's better to compare the two when you know how important it is to them. But when you don't do that, you could just compare it anyway, and you kind of get an idea based on how the rating will be once you hit it. So I'm going to hit the compare the conference prestige. And it was somewhat important. Went up 41, they went down 34. So usually when it's really important, you would see something like a 200 point difference. So program tradition, how do you feel about that? I do need a strong safety, so I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to offer him the scholarship. And I know I'm not going to get instant commit because he's not on top of the board. Navy's on top, so we kind of got a uphill battle. But all in all, 367 points, and we took away from Navy a little bit, so that worked out very well. Worked out very, very well. All right, so now we don't need a kicker. I think we do. Yeah, we need a kicker, don't need a punter. So with this, these guys aren't available. I don't think they have any. We're not on their list. But Jermaine Irvin is on the list, and he wants to go to NC State. Is he from North Carolina? He's from North Carolina. But what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to go ahead and go all in and just go after one of these guys that are not interested, and I'm going to make them interested. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it a whole hour, and I'm just going to talk to them. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make him a promise. You want to come here? You're going to get solid playing time. 74. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to give him another promise. Since he's not interested, I'm going to make him interested. No red shirt. Boom. There you go. So now I got those on point, and now I want to see, just pick his brain a little bit. What does he think? He wants a guy that's a coach that's loyal. So I don't know about Auburn coach, but we know that that's important to him. Television exposure. I know Auburn can get television exposure like crazy. So I just want to see what he thinks about it. He doesn't really care. Low on the totem pole. And let's see, championship contender. Auburn is definitely a championship contender. We're not. Let's see what he thinks. It doesn't matter to him. He doesn't care. So that helps out a lot. So last but not least, program tradition. I'm not even going to go there. Since I done offered him 2 promises and I'm offering him a scholarship because we need him, just see how it goes. Maybe we'll start moving up in that interested link. I talked about that in the other video when I made 2 get that already, baby. So we got up to 413 as far as interest. So I don't know how that's going to work out, but that is something that I wanted to do. That gives us 30 minutes left. And we got an athlete here. He's a 4-star athlete. He wants to come here. He's second on the list. And I wish I could have remembered that he was second, because if I did, I would have gave him more time. I would have gave him more time than the kicker. But nevertheless, this is what I'm going to do with him. Since he's the athlete, I want to see what he's, what is his Okay, so he has some speed, he has agility, acceleration, stamina, injury. I think he's more of a cornerback because he got good zone and man coverage. So what I'm gonna do off the rip with 2 of these, bro, I'm making you a promise. If you definitely come here, you definitely will play. So because a 4-star athlete, I really want him on the field, and if he's gonna play defensive back, you definitely will be on here. So no red shirt, solid playing time. That's what I'm doing, just straight up promises. And I'm going to offer him a scholarship. And that is going to be all 30 minutes. And let's see how that goes. Maybe Boston College can't compete with that. So that will help if we can get him over here. He looks like he's a good cornerback, a solid one. Get him on here. And that's basically how we're rocking. We're out of minutes. So this has been a long video. I didn't think it was going to be this long, 30 minutes. But basically, hopefully you guys will, basically this is what we're going to be doing. Hopefully you guys will come through and watch the live streams when we do play NCAA 12 and see us actually go through and try to build a dynasty here. But I think we're off to a pretty good start. So let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. We're recruiting. We're trying to build something here, and we'll see how it goes. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy, and y'all be blessed. All right, y'all. Peace.